started stuck like Suzie. Suzie has no idea that the problems in her life are due to the alcohol that she's drinking. She spends a lot of time blaming herself, right? She blames herself inside, and maybe on the outside she blames everyone else. She's stuck on a cycle of drink, regret, repeat. She was led to believe that she needed it. If you suggested this to Suzie that she should stop drinking alcohol, she would think that you were absolutely crazy. Until one day, she meets somebody else who's sober, or she sees me online, and she starts observing like Ollie. Now, Ollie's been secretly worried about her drinking for a while. Maybe she's discussed it with a friend or two, and they've told her not to worry about it. They've told her that she's just feeling what we all think of as motherly guilt, and to stop being hard on herself. But deep down, she knows that something needs to change. That's Ollie. So she starts looking at other people who are sober, and she starts wondering, does she really need it? And questioning, does she have to have it just because it's Friday? Maybe she started refusing people filling up her glass in an attempt to try and cut down. And I bet sometimes she's failed at that. And maybe she's starting to feel a little bit of self-loathing as well, because she's trying and it's not working. And then she might decide to have a chat with Bessie and become bold and start taking action. And this might be her saying, right, I'm going to do my day one. That's it, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm not drinking this week. And she goes, right. And she bites her knuckles, a bit like dry January or using willpower, where you still desire alcohol, you really want it, but you're stopping yourself from having it. But that's no way to live. I'm certainly not doing that. I'm not using willpower. I've just fallen out of love with alcohol. I no longer see it as necessary. Doesn't appeal to me anymore, because I see it for what it is, and I see it for the problems that it caused in my life, rather than imagining that it was the glue that was holding everything together. I just see it differently now. So you're bold and you're taking action, and then you become engaged like Elsie, because you can't just be bold and take action and stay at home. You've still got to engage in life. So you've got to go to the parties and have the difficult conversations with your friends. You've got to try life sober and see where you come up a cropper. Where do you hit that sticky point? When is it hard for you? What is it that you still believe? Because you might be sober, you might have not had a drink for ages, but still have beliefs about alcohol that, you still believe that at Christmas you need to have it, or, you still believe that it makes you feel glamorous. That was the last one for me to go. And I had been sober for about a year and a half before that one popped up and showed its face. Because it's not until you start living life do you recognize that, what you do believe. What do you believe about alcohol? Because once you know what you believe, you can challenge your beliefs. And then you become rebalanced like Riley. And it's no longer an issue. It's not a problem for her, because she just doesn't want it. She's not interested, doesn't see it the same way. A little bit like when you used to love someone and you don't love them anymore. You can fall out of love with alcohol once you see it for what it is. And you never go back here, because this is a no-fail process. So it's not like if you get to here and then you have a drink and you go back, you're never going to get back to here, because you've looked at it. You've looked at how you're using it in your life, and you looked at how it's going to affect every area of your life if you make this positive change. So it's going to help you in your health, your wealth, and in your relationships with other people, as well as with yourself, for us. So my 5 pals will help you, and I'll help you. All you've got to do is come along and give me your attention.